Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network. To the Larks Network.
Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network. You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks.
Leading off and playing shortstop from Eastern Michigan University, number 23, Kevin Hager. Batting second, tonight's 8th Street Lindner pitcher's batter, the second baseman, number 12, from Abilene Christian, Ryan Lindell. Batting third, playing left field from the University of Texas at Arlington, number 16, Wyatt Gibbons. Batting fourth, playing right field from Grayson College, number 15, Clinton Lansbury. Having been the designated hitter for Easton Kirk. Batting sixth, playing first base from Eastern Michigan University, number 33, John Rensall. Batting seventh, playing third base from University of Texas at Arlington, number 3, Cole Solomon. Batting eighth and playing center field from New Jersey Institute of Technology, number 8, Mike Anastasia. And batting ninth, the catcher from Hutchinson Community College, number 17, Scott Wolverton. Please welcome the starting pitcher for tonight's game for the Larks from the University of Texas at Arlington, number 14, Carlos Rivera. And in his 36th season with the Larks, please welcome the head coach, Mr. Frank Leo. Please welcome the Larks assistant coaches, Keith Heimer, Steve Sandbrook, and John Murphy. And now let's bring on to the field the Little League teams, the Hayes Tigers.
Good evening. Welcome back to Larks Park Sunday evening. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Oklahoma City and the Hayes Larks are finishing up a 3-game non-league series. Larks took the first 2 games of the series, 15-1 on Friday night and 6-1 last night here at Larks Park. Carlos Tavera is going to be the starting pitcher for Hayes tonight. As long as the rain stays away, we will have Game 3 for you. It's already starting to rain, so not sure if we're going to get it all in or if it's going to put us in a delay. So we are ready to go. A little bit late here. It's going to be 7:08 first pitch. And the leadoff hitter for Oklahoma City is Ryan Harrell. He is back to the leadoff spot tonight after getting the night off last night. He did come in to pinch hit. Here comes the 1-0 from Tavera. That one is in there, and he's going to even the count at 1. Larks enter tonight's contest 11-3 overall, 6-2 in the Jayhawk League. Still atop the standings, even though they've been idle for the last 2 days. As that Tavera fastball misses in, it's 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Carlos. Line drive up the middle, a diving stop by Devin Hager in time. Over to Rensel, 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the first. A very nice play by Devin to range to his left, slide and scoop it off the turf and make a good throw. Coming to the plate now for Oklahoma City is going to be their second baseman, number 6, Kai-Wen Cheng. Cheng was the catcher last night for the Indians as he takes ball 1 inside. Carlos working quickly. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, same spot. Hager's not going to get to that one. And that's going to be a base hit for Kai-Wen Cheng. And the Indians are going to have a 1-out base runner here in the first inning.
The shortstop, number 14, Kevin Anton.
Coming to the plate now for the Indians is going to be their shortstop, number 14, Jarrett Anton. He has been the most dangerous-looking player for OKC here in this series as he sees the first pitch from Tavera outside ball 1. Tavera gets a sign from Wolverton. He's set. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Anton. And that one is in there for strike 1 to even the count. A good pitch by Carlos over the outside part of the plate. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Took a little bit off of that one, and Anton is out in front. And there's a ball and 2 strikes. Another very, very windy evening here in Hayes. This whole weekend has just been miserable with the wind. Not as hot, though, tonight. The clouds and rain are keeping the temperatures down as that pitch is in the dirt. There goes Kai-Wen Cheng, the throw from Wolverton in time. And he is gunned down trying to take second. Scott Wolverton makes a nice throw, and there are 2 away in the Indians' first. So Anton is going to step back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on base now for OKC. Here comes the pitch from Tavera. Swing and a miss. A good curveball gets Anton chasing. So Carlos Tavera with a quick top of the first inning. Just 3 Indians come to the plate. We head to the bottom half. Indians 0, Larks coming to bat.
Where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the first inning. Derek Justice is going to be the starting pitcher tonight for the Indians. Apparently, he just got flown in today, or he just got into town today. So, new member of the Indians team. He's going to deal to Devin Hager, who will lead it off for the Larks. The first pitch misses, and that one is going to miss high. So it's quickly 2 balls, no strikes on the Larks leadoff hitter. Devin made a nice play to lead off the top of the first, going to his left, slid, picked it off the turf, and made a strong throw to get the first out of the ball game. Here comes the 2-0 from Justice. There's a strike as it sweeps across the zone and finds the outside part of the plate. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Hager. Fastball popped up into right field behind first base into foul ground. That is going to drop harmlessly out there, and the count is even at 2. Larks are in their red jerseys tonight, blue undershirts. Larks in block letters across the front, blue numerals with white trim. OKC is in all gray tonight. Here comes the 2-2 from Justice. And another pop-up by Hager, right fielder Jake Vernon coming on. And now the second baseman will range out into right field. Kai-Wen Chang will make the play for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now for Hayes is going to be the second baseman, number 12, Ryan Randall.
From the University of Texas at Arlington, the left fielder, number 16, Wyatt Davis.
So Ryan Randall will step to the plate now for the Larks. He's going to dig in on the left side. Here comes the first pitch from Justice, up and away, ball 1. Randall did not play last night. Got the night off. Here comes the 1-0 delivery, and Ryan's going to foul that off back towards the Indians' dugout to even the count at 1. Larks are off tomorrow and Tuesday, so a rare back-to-back off days here in the middle part of June, and they will return to action in Jayhawk League play on Wednesday night in Dodge City. Here comes the 1-1 to Randall, and he was going to line that into left field in front of Seth Delgado, and that's a 1-out single for Ryan Randall. Discounted drinks, as he is the 8th Street Liquor beverage batter this evening, so the crowd here in Hayes will love that, as I'm sure the line, here they go. They will flock in great numbers down to the Larks nest to get their beer.
The left fielder, number 16, Wyatt Divis.
Wyatt Divis is going to step to the plate now for the Larks. Ryan Randall's going to lead from first. One away here in the bottom half of the first. No score here in game number 3. Here comes the first pitch from Derek Justice. Fly ball left field. That one is going to make its way out of play. So just a long strike. It is 0-1. Wyatt did play last night. He was 1 for 4. He singled and scored a run. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Justice. There goes Ryan Randall. The pitch is high from his knees. Springman is going to make the throw. It is not in time, and that is a stolen base for Ryan Randall. He puts himself into scoring position here with 1 away for the Larks in the first. One and one count on Wyatt Divis. Here comes the pitch from Justice. Ground ball, going to be a tough play. First baseman, and he muffs it. That is an E3. So the fielding error allows Divis to reach, and the Larks are going to have runners on the corners with 1 away in the first. So yet again, errors biting the Indians. That is their 7th of the series so far. And we are in the first inning of game 3. They have actually, Oklahoma City in this series has committed more errors than total runs and hits combined. So not a good weekend for the Indians, as Clayton Raspberry is going to step to the plate now for Hayes. Randall in scoring position at third, and now Justice is going to step off and give Divis a look over at first. I would expect Divis to run here. That's just kind of how the Larks have been. You know, a lot of times they've gotten runners on the corners. They've had that man from first take off, whether it be a hit and run or a straight steal. And we'll see what happens here as Derek Justice's first pitch is low for ball 1. A very good crowd here on hand tonight at Larks Park, braving the sprinkles and the wind, and also Father's Day, so a good crowd here tonight as they continue to pile in. And Springman is going to have a word with his pitcher, Justice. Raspberry was 1 for 4 last night. He got the party started in the first inning, doubled in a pair, and got the Larks on the board last night. And here comes the rain as the 1-0 comes from Justice. Driven deep to right center field. That's going to be into the gap, off the base of the wall. In comes Randall. Divis is going to round third. He is going to score as well. A 2 RBI double for Clayton Raspberry. And yet again, the Larks put up a 2 spot here in the bottom of the first. That ball was absolutely hammered by Clayton Raspberry. The only reason it did not leave the park is because we have a 30-mile-an-hour wind coming in from right center, or that ball was going to be way backing out. Raspberry got a pitch he could handle over the middle part of the plate, and he did not miss. So Clayton is going to be on second base. Easton Kirk will be the batter. He tripled in a pair as well last night. Here comes the first pitch from Justice. That one is high and away for ball 1. So the Larks off to a good start here again tonight, as they're expected to be. Here comes the 1-0. That fastball misses away from Justice, and it's 2-0 as the rain continues to lightly fall here in Hayes. Heavier than a sprinkle, but not too bad. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Easton Kirk. High and away once again, so Easton works ahead 3 balls and no strikes. John Rensel Jr. waits on deck for the Larks. Here comes the 3-0. And up and away once again. So ball 4, a 4-pitch walk for Easton Kirk. And he's going to be on board. Larks are going to have 2 men on here with 1 out in the first. That will bring John Rensel Jr. to the plate. John was 1 for 4 last night. He doubled and scored a run. Two men on for the Larks here, 2 already in thanks to the double from Clayton Raspberry. Here comes the first pitch to John, and he fouls that one off the hands. Out of play, and it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 delivery. And John is a little bit late on a fastball. He swings through it. And Justice is ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes to Rensel. Driven, but that one is going to be foul and out of play, so John's a typical lefty, low and in. Fastballs low and in. That is usually the wheelhouse for a left-handed hitter, and he didn't miss that one. He was just a little bit too far out in front, and he hooks it foul. So still no balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Justice. Rensel up the middle. This could be 2. Flip to second for 1, and they are going to get 2. 4-6-3. Chang Anton to Fulps, and that's going to retire the Larks here in the bottom of the first, but they do get on the board, striking for 2 runs on the RBI double by Clayton Raspberry. We head to the second inning here tonight at Larks Park. Larks on top of the Indians 2-0.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park, top of the second inning, 2-0 Hayes on top thanks to the Clayton Raspberry double. Carlos Tavera going to make his way back to the mound as he delivers strike number 1 to Seth Delgado. Here comes the 0-1 from Carlos. That one's high and in for ball 1. So the Larks are going to use a number of pitchers again tonight. Actually do have a list. Carlos Tavera is going to start it off. He is going to be followed, at least the plan is to be followed by Sloan Baker. Toby Scholes is going to get on the mound tonight, and Michael Wong is also going to throw an inning or 2. So those are the 4 that are supposed to go here for the Larks tonight as they finish up the non-league series. Good opportunity to get some arms on the mound and get a bunch of guys an inning or 2 of work as Carlos delivers strike 2 to Delgado. That one is smoked down the line. Fair ball. Delgado, that's going to be an easy double, maybe more, as it's going to roll all the way into the corner. Divis is going to make a good throw in, and he will stop right there. And the Indians are in business. They have a leadoff double here in the second. That will bring to the plate Ashton Francis. He is in center field tonight for OKC. He will dig in on the left side to face Tavera. Here comes the first pitch. Strike number one. Good fastball there from Carlos. Carlos gets a sign from Wolverton. Here comes the 0-1. And that one is going to be off the shin guard of Wolverton. And it's going to go into the dugout, so that's going to be a run for Oklahoma City. That's a wild pitch there. Tavera threw it into the ground, and it banged off the shin protector of Wolverton. Really never had a chance. And so that's going to, now they're going to, I guess, send him back to third. He's only going to get one base on the throw. So he will be at third. So no runs yet for the Indians, but they do have a runner on third base. Here comes the 1-1. Ground ball. Solomon's going to field. He's going to have to wait. Played the second hop, and that's going to allow Ashton Francis. That's going to be an RBI infield single. And OKC cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1 here in the second inning. That'll bring up the catcher, Slayton Springman. And there's a strike from Tavera. So already with nobody away here in the second inning of Game 3, Oklahoma City has already matched their hit total from the first two games combined. So I guess you could say the bats are alive tonight for the Indians, as they have 3 hits. Here comes the 1-1 from Carlos Tavera. There goes the runner, the throw from Wolverton. It's a good one, and it is in plenty of time. Scott Wolverton has now thrown out 2 base runners trying to take second, and that's the first out of the inning. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one is low and away for ball 2 to Springman. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes Slayton Springman. And there's 2 away here in the second inning.
First baseman number 28, Evan Fultz.
Evan Fultz will come to the plate now for Oklahoma City. He was 0 for 3 last night. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball in there. Not in there. So that's ball 1. And he's going to swing through that fastball to even the count at 1. And there's a strike taken by Fultz. Counts 1 and 2. Tavera still working at a pretty brisk pace. Here comes the pitch. Good curveball gets Fultz chasing, and that is the inning. However, Oklahoma City is on the board. They get a run on 2 hits, no Larks errors, and they don't leave anybody on base. We head to the bottom half of the second inning. Larks on top of the Indians, 2-1. And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the second inning, 2-1 Larks on top of the Indians. Derek Justice is going to be back to the mound for Oklahoma City. Cole Solomon will lead it off. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Larks here in the second. Here comes the 1-0 delivery to Cole, and that one is outside, so 2 balls and no strikes. Michael Anastasia waits on deck. He is in center field tonight. Here comes the 2-0 pitch from Derek Justice. Ground ball foul past first base. And that is how Justice will get strike 1. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Cole Solomon. And that one is popped up and out of play to the left.
Bring the foul balls back to Jenner Jolin as an accident and collected on there, courtesy of the Hayes Police Department.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Cole Solomon. Here comes the pitch. Lined foul down the right-hand side. And we will do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now here comes the pitch from Justice. Curveball stays upstairs, and Solomon works the count full, 3-2. Good AB from Cole here to lead off the second. Here comes the payoff pitch. And that's a fastball low, so Cole Solomon is going to take a leadoff walk, and the Larks have a man on here to begin the second inning. That'll bring Michael Anastasia to the plate for the Larks. He did not play last night.
Number 8, Mike Anastasia.
Michael will dig in on the left side. Cole Solomon leads from first. Here comes the first pitch from Justice. There goes the runner, Solomon. No throw. He got a very good jump. The first pitch, I believe, missed outside. Springman was trying to frame it, but he could not get the call, and Cole Solomon's going to be in without a throw at second, so the Larks have their leadoff man in scoring position here in the second. Here comes the 1-0 to Michael Anastasia. Fouled straight back into the padding. Will even the count at 1. The 1-1 from Justice to Anastasia. Popped up, and that one's going to find its way out of play. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Scott Wolverton awaits on deck. Hasn't been to the plate yet, but has already had a good night. He has thrown out 2 would-be base stealers here in the first couple innings. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Michael Anastasia. Cole Solomon leads from second, nobody away in the second. Here comes the pitch. Fastball low and in, and that's going to even the count at 2. Here comes the 2-2 delivery. And again, Michael will pop it foul and out of play. And he'll see another pitch. As a light mist, rain, whatever you want to call it, continues to fall here at the ballpark. Here comes the 2-2 again. That one misses well upstairs and outside, and for the second straight hitter, Justice has a full count to deal with. Here it comes to Anastasia. Fastball into left center field. It's popped up. Seth Delgado on his way over. Now the center fielder, Francis, is going to call him off and make the play for the first out of the inning. That will bring Scott Wolverton to the plate for the Larks. Still, Cole is out there in scoring position.
Catcher number 17, Scott Wolverton.
Here comes the first pitch from Justice to Wolverton. And Scott's going to foul that one off, and the count is no balls and a strike. Top of the Larks batting order in Devin Hager waits on deck as they will flip it over for the first time after Scott's AB. Scott's back in, ready for the 0-1 from Derek Justice. Curveball sweeps away, misses the plate, and the count is even. And Scott is going to offer at a high fastball, and he's going to swing right through it, and Justice is ahead of ball and 2 strikes. So after having Solomon at second with no outs, Justice is looking to retire the next 2 Larks. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Curveball stays up, and we're even at 2. Here comes the 2-2 from Derek Justice. Wolverton into right center field. That's down for a base hit. Here comes Solomon. He's rounding third. He is going to score easily an RBI single for Scott Wolverton. It's 3-1 Larks here in the bottom of the second inning. Good piece of hitting there by Scott. Ball inside, just kind of flipped it out into right center field. Didn't hit it that hard, but put it exactly where he needed. And he got the job done. So he's going to be aboard on first, 1 away. That'll bring the top of the batting order in Devin Hager back to the plate for the Larks. Devin is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the second baseman here in the first inning. He's ready for the first pitch from Justice. And that one is popped foul out of play. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Justice to Hager. Hager off the hands, going to be caught by the second baseman, and they're going to, well, they should have caught Wolverton off the bag, but not a good throw by Anton. And so the Larks get away with one there as Hager is out, but the inning will continue as Scott is back to first safely. That will bring Ryan Randall back to the plate here for the Larks. He's 1 for 1, singled back in the first inning. He also stole second and scored on the RBI double by Clayton Raspberry. Here comes the first pitch from Justice to Randall. Low and in, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And now he's going to step off and look over at Wolverton. Here comes the 1-0. That fastball catches the outside corner, and it'll even the count at 1. The 1-1 to Ryan. There goes Wolverton, swing and a miss. The throw down to second. And Wolverton's going to overslide the bag, and they're going to get him caught in a rundown. And he is out. So Scott would have been in there safely, but he got down a little bit too late, slid past the bag, and he is out at third base. That'll do it for the second inning. The Larks get that run back. We head to the third. 3-1, Larks on top of the Indians.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network. You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Welcome back to Larks Park, top of the third inning. Carlos Tavera back to the mound for the Larks. AJ Inatsugu is going to lead it off for OKC as he is first pitch swinging, and he is late on a fastball and fouls it down the line. And the count is 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Tavera. Fastball blows it right by Inatsugu, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2. Fastball misses up. Good velocity from Tavera. I don't know what it would be. I don't have a gun up here, and I don't believe there's a gun anywhere in the stadium here to keep track of pitch speed, but good velocity, and then he takes some off, throws a curve, drops it in, and freezes Inatsugu. And that's a strikeout for Tavera. 1 up, 1 down here in the third.
And we've got some great ones as well as the cash throwaway.
Coming to the plate now for Oklahoma City is going to be number 26, Jake Vernon. So yet another set of uniforms for Oklahoma City, more different numbers. Vernon's been number 13 all weekend, and he's 26 tonight. As he swings through a Tavera curveball for strike 1. And Friday night we had Hayden Salverda, 29, and then last night it was Caden Chin, I think, was number 29, and then they have 2 number 21s on their roster, and so number situation, it's a mess for Oklahoma City. Kind of like their performances this weekend have been. 0-2 is the count on Vernon. Top of the order due up next. Ball's away for strike one. So Tavera just continues to get right back on the rubber and go. He's ready again. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. Back-to-back for Carlos here to begin the third. His 5th strikeout on the night. Ryan Harrell's going to step back in for OKC as they flip the lineup card over. Here comes the first pitch from Tavera, fouled back. A good swing by Harrell. It's 0-1. And Tavera delivers a fastball a little bit low. Good eye there by Harrell, and it's 1-1. Here comes the pitch. That one does catch the lower part of the zone, and it's 1-2. So Tavera potentially a pitch away here from getting out of the inning and working a very quick top of the third. Here it comes from Carlos. And that curveball is in the dirt. In the turf, I should say, and the count is even at 2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Ryan Harrell. Carlos Tavera strikes out the side in order. We head to the bottom half of the third inning. It is still 3-1. Larks on top.
Enjoy a great night of music, fun, food, and baseball as we celebrate our current heritage and honor some of the great Larks players of the past.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the third, 3-1. Larks still on top. Derek Justice back to the mound for Oklahoma City. 2-3-4 due up for the Larks. Ryan Randall's going to lead it off. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one is in there, catches the top part of the zone. Count is even at 1. Here comes the 1-1 from Derek Justice. And that one is a curveball in the turf, picked by Springman. It's 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. And that one is off speed. It is well up and out. So 3 balls and a strike to the first hitter of the inning, Ryan Randall. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. just catches the zone, or is called a strike, and the count is full. Working out of the stretch, here comes the payoff pitch from Justice. Or working out of the windup, excuse me. And not that it matters, see, it is outside. And that is a leadoff walk for Ryan Randall here in the bottom half of the third inning. Wyatt Divis will step to the plate now for Hayes.
Wyatt Divis.
Wyatt is 0 for 1. He reached on the air by the first baseman Fulps in the first inning.
Thanks to Doctors Hatton and Taylor family for throwing out the quick-looking.
And that's going to trigger a mound visit for Oklahoma City.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks.
So OKC's infield talked it over with their coach. Divis is going to step in. Ryan Randall leads from first, nobody away in the third. Here comes the first pitch. It's a pitch out. Randall was not going anywhere. And they threw back behind Randall at first, but he's back safely. So Oklahoma City maybe thinking the Larks were going to take off yet again, as they have done here early in this contest. And there goes Randall. Here comes the throw, and he double pumps. Couldn't get a handle on it, and Randall too overslides the bag as well. But he is able to come back and get his hand in there before the tag is made. So that's a stolen base for Ryan Randall, his second of the Ryan Randall, his second of the evening. 1-0 count to Wyatt Divis. 2-0 count to Wyatt Divis, excuse me. Here comes the pitch from Justice. Low, ball 3. So maybe the turf is a little wet. It probably is a little wet. Not sure if that's creating the extra slide, because Larks haven't had a problem so far this year with oversliding second base, and all of a sudden you put a little moisture on the turf and there's overslide in the bag at second, as the 3-0 is right down the middle. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Well, and now Derek Justice is going to step off and take time. Here comes the pitch from Justice. And Divis is going to take low, ball 4. So back-to-back walks here for the Larks to lead off the third, and they are in business. 2 men on, nobody out.
Number 15, Clayton Raspberry.
Clayton Raspberry will be the hitter now for Hayes. He is 1 for 1, drove in a pair with his double back in the first. Hit that baseball about as hard as I think is humanly possible, and just missed a home run, hit into the teeth of the wind. 2 more runners on base for him this time around. First pitch, a curveball catches the top part of the zone. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 to Clayton. Fastball grounded foul into the OKC dugout. And Clayton is behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And Clayton offers at a high fastball. He is down on strikes. And that is the first out for the Indians here in the third. That'll bring Easton Kirk to the plate. He is the designated hitter once again tonight. He was 1 for 4 last night, drove in a pair with his triple, and that is going to do it for Derek Justice, as Oklahoma City is going to make a call to the bullpen. As they make the change, we will step aside for a quick moment and be right back at Larks Park.
All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
All right, we're back here at Larks Park. Harrison Moy is the new pitcher for the Indians. Easton Kirk is the batter. 2 on, 1 away here in the bottom of the third. Here comes the first pitch. Well, and now Moy's going to throw it into center field, and Randall is going to take off and advance to third. A good idea there by Divis to get halfway and realize that he wasn't going to be able to take second. So Randall's going to advance to third, and the Larks now have runners on the corners for Easton Kirk. Here comes the first pitch to Easton. Fastball grounded past the first baseman, Fulps into right field. Randall's going to score. Divis rounds second. He will be in at third. An RBI single for Easton Kirk. Make it 4-1 Larks here in the third. Good piece of hitting there by Kirk. Pounded it into the turf, hit it hard, and snuck it under the glove of Fulps. That'll bring John Rensel to the plate now for Hayes. Larks have scored at least 1 run in all 3 innings so far tonight. Here comes the first pitch from Moy. And Rensel is out in front of that fastball. It's 0-1. Oh, and 1 the count to Rensel. Here comes the pitch from Moy. Fastball upstairs will even the count at 1. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. Rensel pounds it into right field. In comes the right fielder into a slide. Vernon will make the play. That's going to be a sac fly for John Rensel. Larks add another one. It's 5-1. So John got the job done, got the runner in from third base, and extended the lead. Wyatt Divis will, or excuse me, Easton Kirk is going to be at first base, and Cole Solomon will be the hitter, as he's ready to see the first pitch from Harrison Moy. And now Moy's going to check on the runner. Kirk at first. Derek Justice went 2 1/3 tonight. He gave up 5 runs on 3 hits. He walked 4 and struck out 1, facing 14 batters. Here comes the first pitch to Solomon, two-seam fastball in there for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 to Cole. And he is way out in front of that one and pounds it out of play. And by that crowd reaction, I'm wondering if it didn't smoke a car out there in the parking lot beyond the fence on the right side. There was a big collective "oh." That's never a good thing. Here comes the 0-2 to Cole Solomon. That one is high for ball 1. Here comes the pitch. Reaches. Third baseman Inatsugu is going to field and throw. It's a little bit low, but Fulps is able to corral it for the final out. The Larks add 2 more on 2 hits. They extend their lead. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Larks 5, Indians 1.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park, top of the 4th inning. Carlos Tavera back to the mound, and the first pitch of the evening from, or the first pitch of the inning from Tavera is grounded up the middle, right back where it came from into center field. And Kaiwin Chang is 2 for 2 tonight. Leadoff man is on once again for the Indians. Jarrett Anton will be the hitter now for OKC. Here comes the first pitch of the AB from Tavera. Strike 1 over the outside corner. Here comes the 0-1, and that one is fouled back to the left, out of play by Anton, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Tavera, no balls, 2 strikes. Fastball away. Anton lays off, and the count is 1-2. Tavera gets his sign from Wolverton. He's ready. Here comes the 1-2 to Anton. Curveball low and in. Good block there by Scott. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Carlos Tavera. Looked like a changeup, but it's going to stay up, and the count is full. Big pitch here for Tavera. Here it comes to Jarrett Anton. Low, ball 4, so the Indians, after a leadoff single, are going to get a walk, and the first 2 men are aboard here in the 4th. That'll bring Seth Delgado to the plate for the Indians. Action now in the Larks bullpen. Delgado doubled his first time tonight. He's going to take low for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Off speed, catches the inside corner to even the count at 1. Here comes the 1-1 from Tavera. Ground ball, foul, just barely. Delgado once again ripped it right down that left field line, and that one was just on the left side of the bag. As close as it can get over there at third. That would have brought in at least 1 for the Indians. It's just a strike, however, and Tavera works ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Tavera. That one is driven into right center field. Raspberry on his horse. He's not going to get there all the way to the wall. In comes Kai-Win Chang. Jarrett Anton is going to slip rounding third, and he's going to be on the bag. So that's going to be an RBI double for Seth Delgado. That's his second double of the evening. Oklahoma City picks up another run. It's 5-2. Tying run comes to the plate here in the 4th inning.
Center fielder number 10, Ashton Francis.
Ashton Francis will be the hitter now for OKC. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball low for ball 1. (1-0) into right field, a base hit. Anton's going to score, and they're going to hold Delgado at third. And OKC keeps the line moving. Tavera still has not retired a batter here in the fourth, and OKC's got 2 on the board. It's 5-3.
The first baseman, number 28, Evan Fultz.
Evan Fultz will be the hitter now, and pitching coach Keith Harper is looking out to the bullpen. I think they're gonna make the change. We will see. I think the bullpen is ready to go. Just waiting on the word from the mound. We will see. And it looks like they're going to leave Tavera in to face at least one more batter. Ashton Francis is going to be the batter. He singled back in the second inning, was thrown out at second trying to steal. Here comes the first pitch to him. Ground ball. Rensel's could have come home with it, but decides to go to second. He had Delgado at the plate, but he decided to go to second instead. So they're going to get the out at second. But Oklahoma City's going to score another run, and they have all of a sudden cut the Larks' lead to 1 here in the top of the fourth. RBI fielder's choice there for Ashton Francis. Fortunate that Rensel decided not to come home. Slayton Springman will be the hitter. He tries to check his swing, cannot. And it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Curveball is in there. And it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Tavera. Swing and a miss. Down goes Fultz, and there are 2 away.
Number 27, AJ Inatsugu.
Coming to the plate now for the Indians is going to be their third baseman, AJ Inatsugu. Here comes the first pitch from Carlos Tavera. High fastball gets Inatsugu to chase. It's 0-1. Here he comes again to Inatsugu. That one's a little bit low, and the count is even. The 1-1 is swung at. That pitch was in the turf, but Inatsugu offered. Ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. In the turf once again as that curveball sweeps away, and the count is even at 2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Carlos Tavera. And Inatsugu's going to foul that one out of play to the right.
For foul balls, bring it back to 10 or to win at the Larks Nest. You get another courtesy of the Hayes Police Department.
Tavera trying to work his way out of the 4th inning. He still has a runner on first base. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that one is low. It's going to get away from Wolverton, and Springman is going to advance into scoring position. 3 balls, 2 strikes on AJ Inatsugu. Tying run for the Indians is in scoring position here in the 4th. The payoff pitch from Tavera. Ground ball to Solomon, who's going to fire across the diamond in plenty of time. And that is the inning. However, the damage is done. Oklahoma City adds 3 runs on 3 hits. No Larks errors. They leave 1 man on base. We head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Larks clinging to a 5-4 lead.
Meet me down at the ballpark where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the 4th inning. Harrison Moy back to the mound for the Indians. Cole Solomon's going to lead it off for the Larks. 7-8-9 due up here in this half inning. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one catches the corner. Actually, that's Anastasia, excuse me. 8-9-1 due up for the Larks, as it is 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And that one's going to miss outside. A nice job by Anastasia to lay off. 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Moy. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 to Michael Anastasia. Just a bit outside, and the count is full to the first man in the inning for the Larks. Trying to get a couple of those runs back and give themselves a little cushion once again. Here comes the payoff pitch from Moy. Driven foul down the right side, and we will do it again. Here it comes from Moy, 3-2 again to Anastasia. Driven fair down the line. Anastasia rounds first. He's going to be on his horse, headed for second. He is diving, sliding, almost slides past the bag. That is a hustle double for Michael Anastasia, and the leadoff man is in scoring position here in the fourth. Michael Anastasia can move. He was flying around first base there. That'll bring Scott Wolverton back to the plate. He singled in a run his last time up and then attempted to steal second and would have been in there but overslid the bag, and he was tagged out in between second and third. Here comes the first pitch to Wolverton. And that's going to hit him on the left shoulder. So he is going to be aboard. The first two men of the inning here for the Larks are on in the fourth. That'll flip the lineup card over once again. Devin Hager is going to come back to the plate.
On the Larks batting order, the shortstop, Devin Hager.
Hager steps in on the right side. Anastasia leads from second. Wolverton from first. Nobody away here in the Larks' fourth. Looking to come right back with some runs of their own. Here comes the first pitch from Harrison Moy. Hager is going to look to bunt, and he's going to pull back and take ball one. Hager's going to swing through that Moy delivery, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Moy not working very quickly here in the fourth as he's taking a long time between pitches. Here comes the 1-1 to Hager. Again, Devin's going to square to bunt. That's a good one. Here comes third baseman Solomon, who's going to field. The throw is not a good one. That's going to be a throwing error on the third baseman Solomon. That's going to get all the way. Oh, no, no, no. What is... He's safe. Safe. Wow. What? Devin Hager had no clue that Scott Wolverton stopped at third base, and Scott was standing a couple feet in front of him, and I still don't think Devin had any clue because he looked like he started to want to go home. And so I don't think Devin knew that Wolverton was in front of him, but the throw from Solomon across the diamond was a bad one. It was a throwing error on him. And then the throw from right field to the catcher was not a good one either. And that's going to be 2 runs for the Larks, and good luck scoring that one. That's going to be, Hager's going to reach on the air. And the first, they're just going to get 2 runs on errors. No RBIs, no hits. I think there's 2 throwing errors in there. There's 1 for sure. I wouldn't know. The ball didn't get past him. I'd say 1 throwing error for sure, and then they just beat, I don't know. Just scored on the throw, I guess. But so Hager's going to be at third base. What started as a sacrifice bunt attempt ends up with both runners on base scoring, and Devin Hager on third base. So that was a weird play, I guess, to say the least. Ryan Randall is going to be the hitter now. Here comes the first pitch to Ryan. Over the first baseman's head into right field. That's going to bring in an RBI single for Ryan Randall, and the Larks get all 3 of those runs right back in the fourth, and they haven't even recorded an out yet. So the Larks come right back here in the fourth as Wyatt Divis is going to come to the plate now. Still nobody away. 3 runs already in here for the Larks. Randall's on first base. Ground ball into right field, another base hit. And the Larks are all over Harrison Moy here in the fourth, as Divis is aboard. No action out in the Indians' bullpen.
The right fielder,
Clayton Raspberry will now come to the plate for the Larks. He's 1 for 2, doubled in a pair and struck out. 2 more on base for him here in the 4th inning. Here it comes from Moy. Fastball away, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 to Raspberry. That fastball misses low and in. It's 2-0. As Easton Kirk waits on deck. Barring a triple play, he will hit here in the 4th. 2-0 the count on Clayton Raspberry. Here comes the pitch from Moy. That one is fouled off to the left, out of play. And that 2-1 pitch to Raspberry is outside and low for ball 3. Raspberry's going to foul that one off, and the count is full to him here in the 4th inning. Ayers yet again killing the Indians here tonight, as they have all series long. Here comes the payoff pitch to Raspberry. Low and in. I don't know if that hit him. I think it might have. Either way, it's ball 4. Raspberry's going to be aboard, and the bases are loaded for the Larks here with nobody away in the bottom of the 4th. That's going to bring up designated hitter Easton Kirk. Big spot for the big lefty. Easton can blow this game wide open with a hit here for the Larks. He did just that last night when he tripled down the right field line and brought in a pair. We'll see if he's got another one in him. Bring in a few more. He has already brought in a run tonight with a single. He's going to dig in on the left side. Here comes the first pitch from Moy. Fastball right there for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. High fastball driven deep to right field. Back goes the right fielder. It is gone. A grand slam. Easton Kirk uncorks one to right field. He's going to get a standing O from the crowd here in Hayes. That'll count for 4 more. It's 12-4, and he has done just what I said. He has blown it open. What a shot to right field. Wow. Wind or no wind, it has died down considerably, but that ball was hit a ton. The Larks have struck for 7 here in Count is 1-1 to John Rensel. Seven runs in for the Larks here in the fourth, still no outs. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to John Rensel. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Rensel, down he goes on strikes, and finally OKC has their first out of the inning.
The third baseman, Cole Solomon.
Cole Solomon gonna dig in now, nobody on, 1 out. After Easton Kirk left no doubt and cleared the bases right off. That is he has 5 RBIs now here this evening, and Solomon's going to pop it very high into left. The left fielder Delgado is under it. He will make the play, and there's 2 away here in the 4th inning.
Center fielder,
Michael Anastasia will come back to the plate for the 2nd time here in the 4th. He led this inning off about 10, 15, 20 minutes ago with his hustle double down the line and right. Here comes the first pitch from Moy. Good swing by Michael. He fouls that one back. It's 0-1. The count on Michael, 2 away here in the 4th inning. Here comes the pitch. Down the line, fair once again. That's going to be another double for Michael Anastasia, the right fielder. Vernon cuts it off. And this time it's going to be a stand-up double. That is Michael Anastasia's 2nd hit of the inning. And the Larks will send at least 11 men to the plate as Scott Wolverton is going to dig in once again here in the 4th.
Top of the batting order. Correction. Now batting for the Larks, the catcher, Scott Wolverton.
So out comes the sun, and it's turned into an issue for the left side of the, well, the left fielder and the shortstop. Here comes the first pitch to Scott Wolverton. He was hit in his first appearance this inning. He takes high for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 to Scott. Swing and a miss as Wolverton misses on the curveball for Moy. And it's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Wolverton's going to take it inside for ball 2. I think this is the longest half-price drinks inning I've ever seen. They've been selling half-price and discounted drinks at the concession stand for the last 20 minutes as the Larks have sent 11 men to the plate and scored 7 times. The 2-1 misses, and it's ball 3. And now they do have a man up in the bullpen out in right field for the Indians. Here comes the 3-1 to Wolverton. And he swings through another curveball, and the count is full. Here comes the payoff pitch from Moy. And down goes Wolverton on strikes. And Moy has finally retired the side. The Larks send 11 men to the plate, score 7 times, highlighted by the Easton Kirk grand slam. 4 hits for them in the inning. We head to the 5th. Larks in control, 12-4.
Me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! Join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park, top of the... There we go. Get the music stopped. Top of the 5th inning as Sloan Baker is the new Larks pitcher. And Jake Vernon is going to lead it off. He's down 0-2. Here comes the pitch from Sloan. Swinging it high, cheese. Down goes Vernon. And there's one away here in the 5th inning.
Top of the batting order for Oklahoma City, the designated hitter, number 7, Ryan.
That'll take us to the top of the batting order once again. Ryan Harrell is going to step in for the Indians. Here comes the first pitch, a curveball from Baker in there for strike 1. And that one's in there as well. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes here on Ryan Harrell. So Sloan Baker working quickly here in the 5th. Here comes the 0-2, and that one is up and away, ball 1.
Each one's probably 10 to 12 innings. So 24 for the 2.
How much would something like this be worth?
Overexpensive, I'd say 25 at least. Now 2-2. Boy, if you look down for a second, Baker's going to sneak one past him. 2-2 the count now.
Here comes the 2-2. Chopped towards Randall at second. He will field and have no trouble with the throw. 2 up, 2 down for Baker here in the top of the 5th. Kai-Wen Chang going to be the hitter now for the Indians. 2 away. Nobody on here in the 5th inning. Here comes the first pitch from Baker. Chang is 2 for 2 tonight. He has a pair of singles as he takes inside for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 from Baker. Swing and a miss through the fastball to even the count at 1. 1-1 curveball finds the zone, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 from Sloan Baker. Ground ball right at Solomon. He will field and fire in time, and that is the inning. Sloan Baker works a 1-2-3, top of the 5th. We head to the bottom half. Larks on top, 12-4.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the 5th inning, 12-4. Larks in total control after they are big. Bottom of the 4th, Devin Hager is going to lead it off here in the 5th inning, top of the batting order. Harrison Moy back to work for the Indians as he delivers ball 1. The 1-0 catches the corner, and that's going to even the count on Hager. 1-1 pitch. Popped up into shallow right field. Vernon is in. He will make the play, and there's one away in the Larks' 5th. That'll bring Ryan Randall back to the plate here for the Larks.
Now batting tonight's former beverage batter, the second baseman, Ryan Randall.
First pitch to Randall is in there for strike 1. And that one misses, and the count is even at 1. And Randall's going to take another ball. 2-1 is the count. The 2-1 to Ryan. Ground ball into right field. That's a base hit. And the Larks have a base runner with one away in the 5th. So Ryan Randall's going to be on first base. Wyatt Divis back to the mound, back to the plate now for the Larks, as he takes strike one from Moy. Here comes the 0-1 to Divis. That one catches the corner as well, and it's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle, another base hit. The Larks just continue to rock Moy. And here they go again. Back-to-back singles. Larks have a pair of base runners with one out in the fifth. So the Storms rolled to the west of town, and wind died down a bit. Sun came out for a while, turned into a really nice evening here in Hayes. Really nice crowd still on hand at Larks Park, even though this game has gotten out of hand. Clayton Raspberry, the hitter now for the Larks, one away. First pitch from Moy is away for ball one. Here comes the 1-0. Raspberry flies it out to left. That's going to be foul and out of play. And it's 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. Clayton Raspberry, the hitter. Here comes the pitch from Harrison Moy. Swing and a miss by Clayton, and the count is 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Moy to Raspberry.
Here's the 1-2.
Ground ball to the second baseman, Cheng. This could be two to Anton for one, and he's not going to make the throw, so Raspberry is going to reach on the fielder's choice as they get Divis at second base. Two away in the Larks' fifth. Runners are going to be on the corners for Easton Kirk.
Tonight's designated hitter, number 25, Easton Kirk.
Easton has 5 runs driven in tonight. He brought in a run on a single back in the second inning. And then he cleared the bases with a big grand slam, and he's swinging. He's just missed that. Hit it very high. Anton behind second will make the play, and that will do it. So a better inning there for Harrison Moy. He keeps the Larks off the board for the first time tonight in the 5th inning. We head to the 6th at Larks Park. 12-4, Larks in control. And we're back here at Larks Park, top of the 6th inning. New pitcher for the Larks is going to be number 20, Toby Scholes, as he delivers the first pitch of the inning outside corner for strike one. Jarrett Anton is going to lead it off here for the Indians as Toby's 0-1 is in there for strike two. Carlos Tavera, the starter, went 4 innings tonight, gave up 4 runs on 6 hits. He walked 1 and struck out 6. He faced 16 batters. Sloan Baker pitched a perfect 5th inning, faced 3, retired them all. And Toby Scholes is now the pitcher for the Larks here in the 6th inning. And Sloan did strike out 1 of those 3 batters. So here comes the 1-2. And Toby is going to deliver that one, fouled off by Anton. Here comes the 1-2 again from the lefty, Scholes. Popped up on the infield. Who will call it? It will be Devin Hager at shortstop. Makes the call and the catch. 1 up, 1 down in the 6th inning.
The left fielder, Seth Delgado.
That'll bring Seth Delgado to the plate. He's 2 for 2 tonight. He has a pair of doubles. Hit the ball very well so far tonight for the Indians. Here comes the first pitch from Scholes. Strike number 1. The 0-1 pitch. And again, Delgado's going to drive it to left, but right at Wyatt Divis, who doesn't even have to move. 2 up, 2 down quickly for Scholes here in the 6th inning. That'll bring Ashton Francis to the plate now for the Indians. Francis is 2 for 2 as well. He has a pair of singles tonight. He was caught stealing back in the 2nd inning as the first pitch from Scholes misses for ball 1. And that one misses from Scholes as well. So 2 balls and no strikes. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball. It's going to be fielded by Randall. In plenty of time to Rensel to retire the side. A very quick 1-2-3. Top of the 6th for Toby Scholes. We head to the bottom half. 12-4 Larks.
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the 6th inning, 12-4 Hayes. New pitcher for Oklahoma City is number 19. There is not a number 19 on the roster, so we're trying to get a name. It's Creed Jeffers, so he is number 21 last night, and number 19 tonight. I don't know if I'm kind of thinking they just randomly pulled jerseys out of a pile before the game to put on, because they have just been all over the place with numbers. I mean, guys just aren't wearing anywhere close to the same numbers any night. But Creed Jeffers is the new pitcher for the Indians. It's 2-2 to John Rensel. Here comes the pitch. Rensel's down on strikes once again, and there's one away here in the 6th inning. Jeffers is from the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. That'll bring Cole Solomon to the plate here for the Larks. Nobody on, one out.
Cole Solomon.
And that is ball number 1 to Cole. Top of the 4th inning in Dodge City, the A's lead the Derby Twins 3-2. As that pitch is a strike to Cole. Down in Liberal, they're playing a doubleheader. Liberal won the first game 5-1 over the El Dorado Broncos. And last I saw, El Dorado was leading game 2 5-3. And the Hayesville Aviators, as the 2-1 is delivered to Cole, and that one misses up and away. The Aviators, last I saw, they are in a non-league contest against the Haven Warhawks tonight, and they were leading 13-0 as Cole misses. And the count is full. So the Larks have a potential to be off of Jayhawk League play for 3 days and still lead the league because of other results, as Solomon's going to take high and away for ball 4.
The center fielder,
Michael Anastasia is going to come back to the plate here for the Larks. He had 2 doubles in the 4th. Here comes the first pitch to Anastasia. Curveball catches the zone for strike number 1. Here comes the 0-1. High, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. And the 1-1 misses away, and Michael is ahead 2 balls and a strike. Larks have 12 runs on 11 hits, 3 Oklahoma City errors, as the 2-1 comes to Anastasia. Ground ball foul, and the count is even at 2. OKC with 4 runs on 6 hits, no Larks errors. Harrison Moy went 3 2/3, gave up 7 runs on 8 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Here comes the 2-2 to Anastasia. And he's going to lay off the off-speed pitch low. Good eye there by Mike. And the count is full. Here comes the payoff pitch. There goes the runner Solomon. The pitch is low and in, so that's ball 4 to Anastasia. Solomon will get second base. And there's 2 on with 1 out for the Larks in the 6th inning. Scott Wolverton will be the hitter now for the Larks. He has a hit tonight, drove in a run with a single. He was also hit by a pitch. Here comes the first pitch from Jeffers. Up and away, ball 1. The 1-0 to Wolverton. Swing and a miss by Scott, and the count is even at 1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Scott Wolverton. Fouled it back over the press box for strike number 2. Here comes the 1-2 to Wolverton. And he's going to foul that one off just barely. He's going to stay alive and see another pitch. Here comes the pitch to Scott. Fouled off once again. Here comes the 1-2 again to Wolverton. Jeffers delivers a fastball away, and the count is even at 2-2. A nice at-bat being put together here by Scott. Here it comes again from Jeffers. And now Scott's going to call time. It's granted by home plate umpire Kevin Randa. Here comes the 2-2 from Jeffers. Wolverton pops it up into the sky. Delgado has it read. An easy play for him out there in fairly deep left field. And there's 2 away here in the 6th. Top of the batting order once again for the Larks. Devin Hager back to the plate.
The leadoff hitter for the Larks, the shortstop, Devin Hager.
Devin's going to dig in from the right side. A couple men on, 2 out here in the 6th inning. Here comes the first delivery from Jeffers. Hager takes a fastball high for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Hager fouls that one back into the screen. Count is even at a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1 from Jeffers to Hager. Good curveball there. Is in there for strike 2. Cole Solomon leading from second. Anastasia from first. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the Larks' 6th. 2 men also on base. Here comes the pitch. Hager takes up and away for ball 3. So the runners, Solomon and Anastasia, are going to be on the move here with the pitch. Here it comes from Jeffers. Well, maybe. He steps off again. Here it comes. There go the runners. Popped up. That's going to stay in play. And Springman right off his glove. Not a very tough play at all. And just right off the edge of the glove. So we will see if Hager will make Springman pay for that mistake. Here as he's going to see another pitch. Here it comes again from Jeffers. There go the runners. Outside ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Ryan Randall will dig back in once again for the Larks.
The second baseman, Ryan Randall.
He's already got 3 hits. Single, 2 singles and a double. No, 3 singles.
It's 3 singles and a walk.
Ryan this will be his 5th time up at the plate. He's been aboard all 4 of his previous ABs. Ground ball to the first baseman. Fulps, he's going to field and step on the bag. And that'll do it here in the 6th. Larks load the bases, but can't bring anything across. We head to the 7th inning, 12-4. Larks still leading the Indians.
Meet me down at the ballpark, where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game.
Top of the 7th inning here at Larks Park. Toby Scholes back to the mound for Hayes. Slayton Springman is going to lead it off, and the first pitch from Toby was a strike. And now Scott Wolverton and Toby Scholes are going to have just a brief meeting there at the mound. And the 0-1 from Toby Scholes is low and away for ball one. And that one is popped up on the infield. And Solomon had no clue. He lost it up into the sky. And I don't know that Divis saw it in left field either. I know he didn't, because, you know, playing the outfield in high school, when you give that kind of glance up into the sky, usually a pretty good indication you didn't see it. And Solomon and Divis were both just staring straight up into the sky after the play. Hager saw it, but he could not get out there, so that's going to be a single into left field. And Springman is aboard to lead off the 7th. Matthew Solomon will come to the plate now for Oklahoma City. Their leadoff man is aboard. First pitch from Scholes, fouled off for strike one. The 0-2 is high and away to Solomon, and the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Who's the first batter?
One ball, 2 strikes to Solomon. Here comes the pitch. Line drive into left center field, a base hit. Back-to-back hits for OKC to begin the 7th, and they have a couple of runners on base.
The third baseman, number 27, A.J. Inatsugu.
So 2 on, no outs. Toby Scholes.
One ball, 1 strike to A.J. Inatsugu. Yeah, not quite sure what's going on with their order. I could have sworn that Inatsugu didn't bat the last time through, because he started the game at third, and then Matthew Solomon came in, and he's been at third base for the last 3-4 innings, and I could have sworn that he hit in place of AJ Inatsugu the last time through the order. 2-1 the count to Inatsugu. Ground ball. This could be 2 to second for 1 to first. 2, 5, 4, 3. Cole Solomon to Ryan Randall to John Rensel. And that's a double play as Springman is going to advance to third base.
Now batting for Oklahoma City, number 23, Mark Peterson.
Mark Peterson is going to pinch hit now for the Indians. He will bat in place of Jake Vernon. Here comes the first pitch from Scholes. Fastball misses away for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 to Peterson. Inside ball 2. So Scholes misses away, then in. That ball is gloved by Solomon. He's going to make the throw. It's going to be wide. And now they're going to make the throw to second base, and that one's wide as well. I think, you know, it was going to be a hit, but Solomon made a bad throw, and I think they're going to give him an error. Yeah, they are going to give. So no RBI there for Peterson, as that is a throwing error on Cole Solomon. That was a nice play to glove it and knock it down. Just really didn't have a chance to throw him out at first. So the run comes in to score. It's 12-5. Another pinch hitter now for Oklahoma City, Shiloh Thompson to the plate, as he will hit for Ryan Harrell. This is the top of the OKC batting order. Peterson is on second base. Here comes the 0-1. That one misses low and away for ball number 1. The 1-1 pitch to Thompson. Good curveball there by Scholes. Gets him way out in front. And it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Thompson. Low and in. And the count is even at 2. Here comes the 2-2. Devin Hager fields it up the middle and throws on to Rensel. And that is the inning. Oklahoma City gets 1 back. And that is all in the 7th. It's stretch time here in Hayes. Larks 12, Indians 5.
Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
And we're back here at Larks Park. Bottom of the 7th inning, Wyatt Divis is leading it off, and he's first pitch swinging into the gap in right center. He's going to head for second. A stand-up leadoff double for Wyatt Divis, and the Larks are in business again here in the 7th. The hits keep coming. That's 12 now for the Larks on the evening. That'll bring Clayton Raspberry to the plate here for Hayes. Here comes the first pitch from Jeffers. That one misses away for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 to Clayton. Ground ball, foul past first base, and the count is even at 1. Here comes the 1-1 from Jeffers. Fastball away, ball 2. Here comes the 2-1 to Clayton. And there, Jeffers catches the outside corner with his fastball, and the count is even at 2.
Jeffers still on the mound for Oklahoma City. Steps off. Reset.
The 2-2 pitch to Raspberry. Low and in ball 3, and the count is full. As Wyatt Divis leads from second base. Nobody away in the Larks' 7th inning. Here comes the payoff pitch to Clayton Raspberry. And he's going to foul that one out of play to stay alive and hang around. Here it comes again from Creed Jeffers. Low, ball 4, and Clayton is aboard. And the first 2 Larks here in the 7th have reached base. That'll bring Easton Kirk back to the dish for the Larks.
Easton Kirk.
Easton digs in on the left side to face Jeffers. Divis leads from second, Raspberry from first. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Low and away. Evens the count on Kirk, 1-1. And Jeffers 1-1 is inside, and Easton works ahead. Here comes the 2-1 from Creed Jeffers. Kirk's going to foul that one out of play to the left, and the count is even once again, 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Kirk is going to take a fastball inside, and there's another full count. Here comes the payoff pitch to Easton Kirk. And Kirk fouls that one out of play, and he will see another one. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody away here. Easton Kirk at the plate. Here it comes from Jeffers once again. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Anton. Steps on second, throws to first, and there's a twin killing 6-3. 2 away as Wyatt Divis moves to third base.
The first baseman, John Renzel.
John Renzel Jr. going to step to the plate now for the Larks. 1 on, 2 outs. Big lefty is 0 for 4 this evening, digs in on the left side against the righty Jeffers. Curveball is away, ball 1. And that one is a strike, so it's 1-1. John's ahead, 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes from Jeffers. Divis still leading from third base. Swing and a miss. That ball was not a strike. And the count is 2-2. Off speed was low, and Renzel offered at it. Here it comes from Jeffers, 2-2. And John's going to foul it off and see another pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman, Chang, who fields and throws in time. And the side is retired. Another scoreless inning for the Indians staff. We move to the 8th. Larks leading Oklahoma City 12-5.
Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too.
Top of the 8th inning here in Hayes. Kai-Wen Chang going to lead it off for the Indians. Toby Scholes back to the mound for the Larks. First pitch of the inning is a strike. Here comes the 0-1 from Toby. And that one misses upstairs, and the count is even. Toby's delivery there was low and in, but Kai-Wen Chang is swinging at it, and it's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 from Toby Scholes, and that one is low, so Chang will take ball one. Here comes the 1-2 from Toby. Low, ball two. Full count actually here as Scholes delivers to Chang, and he is just going to get a piece of that, I think. It fouled it off a Wolverton, it appears. And he's going to need a minute there to walk that off.
Tonight's recent winners, Anazar, Ryan Kaiser, and Chance Salmons.
Still 3-2.
Still 3 balls, 2 strikes to Kai-Wen Chang. Nobody away here in the 8th. Here comes the pitch from Scholes. Fouled up and out of play. And we will do it again. Here comes the payoff pitch from Toby Scholes. Outside, ball 4. And the leadoff man is aboard for the Indians here in the top of the 8th. So the game got off to a quick start, but here's about the time where it starts to drag, and it has definitely started to drag on just a little bit. The outcome of the game is not in jeopardy. The Larks are going to win it tonight, but it's just a matter of getting those final 6 outs, and the game has slowed the pace. Jarrett Anton is the hitter. First pitch from Scholes misses for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 from Toby. Outside, ball 2.
Also want to thank Dave's Auto Repair Discount Signing, PacePost.com, Communications, our community connected.
The 2-0 delivery to Jarrett Anton. Fastball up the middle. Randall's going to scoop, step on the bag, throw to first. Not in time. Had to make sure he stepped on the bag at second to get the first out, and it took just a little bit too long. Couldn't get the throw over to first, so Anton is aboard on the fielder's choice. And there's one away. Seth Delgado will come to the plate. He has struck the ball very well tonight. He's 2 for 3, has a pair of doubles, and also lined out to Divis in left. Here comes the first pitch from Scholes. Fouled it off, strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Low. And that'll even the count at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here comes the pitch. Upstairs, ball 2.
Ball 2. Payment possible by Heartland Building Center. Price, quality, service, all under one roof. Heartland Building Center in Ames, Stockton, and Russell.
The 2-1 to Delgado. There's a strike. A good pitch there by Scholes to paint the outside corner. And we're even at 2.
Man on first. That's Jared Anton, next on fielder's choice. Swung by Delgado.
And Delgado's going to foul that one off just past third base, and we will do it again at 2-2.
So 2-2. Plate.
Pulled every pitch. Every hit. Just pulled. Straight pull hitter.
12-5 lead for the Larks. In the top of the 8th.
Delgado back in. Here comes the 2-2 from Scholes. Popped up on the infield. Hager is in. He will make the catch. And there are 2 away here in the Indians' 8th inning.
The center fielder, number 10, Ashton Francis.
Ashton Francis now the hitter for the Indians. He's in center field tonight.
Francis. Francis 2 for 3. 2 singles and ground out.
Pair of singles for him. Here comes the first pitch from Scholes. Off speed, drops it in there for strike 1.
First 2 outs.
Here comes the 0-1 from the lefty, Toby Scholes. Inside corner, strike 2. Works ahead very quickly here on Francis.
Almost 2 strikes.
The pitch. Line into center field. That's going to be a base hit for Ashton Francis. That is his third hit of the night. And OKC has a pair of base runners with 2 outs in the 8th.
3 singles.
Now batting, the catcher, number 18, Slayton Springman.
Slayton Springman will step to the plate for the Indians. 2 on, 2 outs. Here comes the first pitch from Scholes. Up the middle into center field, a base hit. And they are going to hold the runners as Anastasia makes a good play, a good throw from center. And the Indians are going to have them loaded here with 2 away in the 8th. Back-to-back hits.
The third baseman, number 34, Matthew Solomon.
Indians can get a few back here. Matthew Solomon to the plate. 2 away. Bases are full of Indians. Here comes the first pitch from Scholes. Sharply hit ground ball. Foul for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And that one is low, so the count is even at 1. And the 1-1 from Scholes is also low, so 2 balls and a strike.
Springer, Francis, Anton on base for Oklahoma City. Swung on and fouled away. 2-2 the count. Solomon.
2 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Solomon, he is at third base. Entered the game in the third inning, I believe, is when he came in, and they made a whole bunch of adjustments. I think I saw AJ Inatsugu's in right. Fulps is no longer in the game. Peterson is playing first base as Solomon fouls that off again. So quite a few defensive changes for Oklahoma City here tonight. A couple of pinch hitters in the last inning. Here comes the 2-2 from Toby Scholes. Just got a piece of that, and we will do it again.
Still 2-2. Solomon. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 2-2.
2-2 pitch. Here it comes from Toby Scholes to Solomon. Into right field. Raspberry into a slide. He makes the play. That's going to save at least 2 runs. And Oklahoma City is done in the 8th. They load the bases, but they can't get any across. We head to the bottom half, 12-5 Larks.
Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
Bottom of the 8th inning here at Larks Park, still 12-5. Creed Jeffers back to the mound for Hayes, or for Oklahoma City. Cole Solomon is leading it off for Hayes as he takes ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Swings through that fastball, and the count is even at 1. And the 1-1 pitch. Curveball outside, ball 2.
Jeffers has really picked up the pace here. 2-1. Swung on and missed. 2-2 to count.
Solomon swings and misses, and is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Liberal came back and won game 2, 7-5 against El Dorado, so we now have a tie atop the Jayhawk League between Hayes and Liberal. Liberal will move to 7-4. Trying to think of what actually Liberal might be a game or a half game up as Cole takes a walk. Michael Anastasia to the plate now for the Larks as they have their leadoff man on in the 8th inning.
Anastasia.
Here comes the first pitch from Jeffers. And that one misses for ball 1. So, yes, we will have a tie atop the Jayhawk League. Hayes is going to be 6-2. Liberal is going to be 8-4. So Liberal has played 4 more Jayhawk League contests than Hayes to this point in the season, as they completed their 12th game, and the Larks are still idle, just having played 8, and they do not play tomorrow or Tuesday. Anastasia belts one, but he is way out in front of that. Derby Twins leading the A's 4-3. That game is in the 6th. If Derby is to win, they will move to 7-4 and to a half game behind Liberal and Hayes. Anastasia swings through that pitch and misses. And there is the first out of the 8th inning. The Hayesville Aviators taking care of the Warhawks from Haven. They are up 14-1. Scott Wolverton will be the hitter now for the Larks. Here comes the first pitch from Creed Jeffers. And that one misses away. Count is 1 ball and no strikes as Cole Solomon leads from first. Here comes the 1-0. And Scott swings through that one, and the count is even at 1. Action in the Larks bullpen. I expect we will see Michael Wong in the top of the 9th to finish it out. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Wolverton. And time was called and granted, so that pitch will not count. So 2 balls and 1 strike is the count here on Wolverton. Here comes the pitch from Jeffers. Grounded foul. Hit very hard by Scott, but well foul. Scott digs back in. Here comes the pitch from Creed Jeffers. Upstairs for a ball. The pitch to Scott, high for ball 4. And Scott is aboard as Solomon advances to second base, and the Larks have a pair of base runners here with 1 out in the 8th inning. Back to the top of the order we go. Devin Hager steps back into the batter's box for the Larks. Here comes the first pitch from Jeffers. Curveball stays up for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And Hager's going to pop it up, foul ground. First baseman is over. Peterson will make the play. And there are 2 outs here in the Larks' 8th. That'll bring Ryan Randall back to the plate now for the Larks.
The second baseman, Ryan Randall.
Here comes the pitch to Ryan in there for strike one. A good curveball by Jeffers. And Randall is going to check his swing. That one is a ball. He did not go. And the count is even at 1. Here comes the 1-1. High. And now Ryan works ahead. 2 balls and 1 strike. Randall into left field. In comes the left fielder Delgado. He will make the play. And the inning is over. No runs for the Larks as we head to the 9th inning here in Hayes. Larks in control, leading the Indians 12-5.
Meet me down at the ballpark where I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. All of my friends are gonna be there too. Nothing in the world I'd rather do than grab a hot dog burger and a cold beer. You'll hear me yelling out a big cheer, 'cause whether they win or whether they lose, I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. I can't wait to see a home run. I know for sure there's gonna be one. I'll call out the players by their first name. Sure am glad I made it to the game. Rain or shine, I'm gonna be there. If the stands are full, I'll bring a lawn chair. So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks! So join me down at the old ballpark. I'll be rooting for the Hayes Larks. Hayes Larks!
You're tuned in to the Larks Network.
Top of the 9th inning here at Larks Park. New pitcher for Hayes is going to be Michael Wong. As we expected, his first pitch of the night is in there for strike one. A pinch hitter leading off for Oklahoma City is going to be number 20, Jared Birch. Here comes the 0-1 from Michael. Strike 2. Michael is throwing very hard, and he is pumping the zone full of fastballs. Here comes the 0-2. A little bit high and away. Ball 1. The 1-2 pitch from Wong. Off speed has Birch fooled, and down he goes on strikes. 1 away in the 9th.
Pete Waldschmidt. And the $50 cash winner goes to Tylee Hancock.
Mark Peterson back to the plate now for the Indians. This will be his 2nd appearance of the night. There comes the first pitch from Wong, fouled off out of play for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off once again, same spot. And it's 0-2. Wong looking to close this one out in a hurry. Here comes the 0-2. And Peterson gets a piece of that one as well, so he has fouled off all 3 pitches he's seen from Wong. Still trails in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2. Little bit low for ball 1. Toby Scholes tonight went 3 innings. He gave up 1 run on 3 hits. He walked 1, and he did not strike out a batter. He did face 14. So not a bad night for Toby. Here comes the 1-2 delivery from Michael Wong. Ground ball into right field. That's going to be a base hit for Peterson, and the Indians have a 1-out base runner in the 9th. Shiloh Thompson back to the plate now for the Indians.
Top of the batting lineup, Shiloh Thompson.
Here comes the first pitch from Wong. Ground ball. Solomon Fields throws to second for 1. Over to first. In time. A beautiful game-ending 5-4-3 double play. And that is going to do it. Larks winners tonight, 12-5. They sweep the Oklahoma City Indians 15-1, 6-1, and 12-5. Hayes moves to 12-3. Overall, 6-2 in the Jayhawk League. Sloan Baker is the winning pitcher tonight for the Larks. Hayes will be off tomorrow and Tuesday before returning to Jayhawk League action on Wednesday night in Dodge City. After Wednesday night's contest, they will return home to Hayes and play 1 game against Dodge City here on Thursday night before making the trip to Derby for the weekend series against the Twins. So once again, Larks win tonight 12-5, and they sweep the Oklahoma City Indians. Hope everybody joining us tonight has a good rest of the evening. We will see you on Wednesday night. Good night from Larks Park.